you seem to be poor compared to others. Yes, small savings like reusing shopping bags or cutting down on snacks does help, but they won't change your finances much. The real problem, ignoring bigger habits and expenses that drain your money while people you know keep getting rich. The truth is, you're working hard, but there are financial traps holding you back. So in this video, we'll discuss 7 things keeping you poor in Germany. By the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is Ahsan, and on this channel we discuss how to succeed financially in Germany. Your spending. When people get a raise, they often fall into a trap called lifestyle inflation. This means they start spending more money as their income goes up. I have experienced this myself. When I started my professional career in Germany, I was quite frugal with my spending as I had just spent about 2 years as a student. Over time, I started making more money. Each time I got a raise, I felt the urge to spend more. And sometimes I did spend more. But spending more never made me happier. This is why many people, even those who are making over 100,000 euros per year, still feel poor in Germany. As soon as they get a raise, they buy a new car, then they upgrade to a bigger house, they buy unnecessary things. These things aren't bad by themselves, but they come at the cost of financial stability. So now, when I get a raise, I pretend I did not. I put the extra money into the stock market using my investment account. Impulse buying. Many of us struggle with impulse buying, especially when we are bored or emotionally drained. This habit is particularly common among those who frequently browse deal websites or shopping apps. I remember spending at least 5 minutes every morning checking for deals on an app called My Deals and regularly visiting the discount sections on Amazon and eBay. While I did find items at discounted prices, I often bought things I didn't really need. For instance, purchasing a 200 euro item at a 50% discount isn't saving money if the item is never used. It's just a waste of 200 euros. To break this cycle, I eventually uninstalled all the discount apps on my phone. Research indicates that the brain releases dopamine in anticipation of a reward, such as when shopping online. This anticipation phase triggers a higher dopamine release when the actual purchase arrives. The pleasure of buying fades quickly after receiving the product, as dopamine levels drop significantly. To counteract this, I set a 2-week waiting period before buying anything non-essential. This helps me assess whether I truly need that item. Impulse buying is more likely when you are tired, emotionally unstable, or indecisive. To manage these impulses, it's essential to have a strategy in place. Start by planning ahead and create a shopping list. Additionally, give yourself a reconsideration period, as I have set this 2 weeks waiting period before buying anything absolutely non-essential. This approach reduces regret and ensures that my spending aligns with my priorities. Please hit the like button if you're getting value from this video and consider subscribing. Subscriptions. Ongoing contracts and subscriptions contribute to you not being able to realize your financial independence dream. We often subscribe to something and forget about it. Obviously, not this channel. I am sure you have not only subscribed but also turn on the notifications so that you don't miss out on helpful content like this one. Now, jokes aside, just open up your banking app and have a look at all those small subscription fees that are cut on the first of every month. Netflix, Amazon, Spotify, or maybe even the Bahn card, which auto-renews every year. What about that gym membership? I won't go to the extreme by saying you should cancel your gym membership. We already spend too much time on our screens. But if you go maybe once or twice a week, then perhaps look into pay-per-visit options in your gym. For example, my gym had a 52 visits a year card for the price of 6 months gym membership fee. When I saw that price, it felt like a robbery. I couldn't understand the pricing. But if you are someone who only visits the gym 3 to 4 times a month, this can save you half your membership fee. Besides subscriptions, check your contracts like your phone or internet contract. Can you get more for the same price or pay less? The same goes for electricity and gas rates. You can often switch providers once a year, and it's definitely worth comparing rates. Listening to the wrong people. It's okay to listen to your friends, colleagues, and other people around you, but be careful whose financial advice you follow. I have a rule. I don't take financial advice from anyone whose financial situation I wouldn't want for myself. If your friends, parents, or relatives give you money advice, but they aren't doing well financially, it's usually best that you should take it with a grain of salt. On your way to financial freedom in Germany, you might be taking the right decisions. Perhaps living below your means, driving a good but an older car that you have paid in cash. But then you will also come across people advising you to buy a better car, perhaps a bigger apartment, buy this or that thing. Please don't listen to those people. Yes, some of that advice could be correct for them, but not for you. You have to decide what you want for yourself. Also, please do not follow the advice of YouTubers and other influencers blindly. I would be happier if you disagreed with even the things that I have mentioned in this video than completely agreeing with everything I say. Because your situation is different and not everything applies to you, and that's okay. Talk to people, listen to multiple sources, and then decide what suits you. Let me know in the comments which points in this video you disagree or agree with and why. Germany is the land of insurance. From personal liability and legal insurance to coverage for getting stuck in an elevator. Statistics show that the average German citizen has 6 insurance policies. This may seem normal to many, but such a number of contracts cost a significant amount of money either monthly or annually. That is why it makes sense to have a look at which insurances you have. Insurance should protect you from risks that could ruin your financial life. This means you should insure against situations where a big loss could lead to financial disaster, like personal liability. If you cause harm and have to pay large amounts for many years, this could lead to bankruptcy. Liability insurance can protect you from this risk. This is the most important non-mandatory insurance that you must have in Germany. Some types of insurances are not necessary because the damage won't destroy your finances. What you can do is list all the mandatory and optional insurances you have and how much you pay for it each month. Health insurance, car liability insurance, partial or fully comprehensive car insurance, and so on. After listing them all, try to figure out which insurance you can cancel. For example, do you really need to have fully comprehensive car insurance, or would it make sense to shift to partial coverage? Is it absolutely necessary to have house content insurance, or can you get by with just private liability insurance? Once you have figured out which insurances are not worth it for you, the next step would be to compare your insurance options. For example, my private liability insurance premium increased to 89 euros and I had a special right to termination. I asked my insurance provider if I could get a discount, but they couldn't offer better terms. So I quit my contract and found another insurance for half the price with even better coverage. Therefore, it can be very helpful to compare your insurance. Another thing you could do to help save money is bundle all your insurances at a single provider. In some cases, it can be cheaper when you bundle your private liability, car liability, and other insurances at a single provider. Car payments. Owning a car is often seen as a necessity, but it's crucial to understand how it can impact your financial health over time. Many people don't realize the full consequences of purchasing a car on credit, especially when living paycheck to paycheck. While it may seem reasonable to take on a car payment, especially with good loan terms, this decision can have long-term financial implications. The average car payment in Germany is around 310 euros, which represents approximately 11% of the average take-home pay in Germany. Now consider how your financial situation could evolve over 1, 5 or 10 years if you could just invest that 300 euros monthly payment into your future, such as in the stock market or other growing assets. A car's value can plummet by nearly 50% within the first 3 years. This immediate loss impacts your net worth, turning a car purchase into a significant liability. Beyond the purchase price, cars come with many recurring expenses including fuel, insurance, repair costs, inspection fees, and parking. These ongoing costs can add up quickly, further straining your budget. Choosing to finance or lease a car means additional interest payments, increasing the overall cost of ownership. These financing costs can make a car significantly more expensive over its lifetime compared to buying one outright. To avoid these financial pitfalls, it's essential to rethink your approach to car ownership. One strategy is adopting an extremely frugal mindset to save up for a reliable used car that you can pay for in cash. For example, my first car cost me 4,000 euros and I kept it for more than 2.5 years. I bought it for cash without burdening me with monthly payments. By foregoing a new car and its associated payments, you can redirect that money into investments that build wealth over time. Obviously, the decision of how much to spend on a car should be made with careful, rational consideration rather than emotion. Investment cost. As your wealth grows, it's crucial to understand the impact of inflation, opportunity cost, and investment cost on your finances. Many expats have a large amount of money sitting in their checking account. While these funds are secure, they generate minimal or no returns. Inflation gradually erodes the purchasing power of this money, especially since the past couple of years. Just look around in your friends and professional circle. Most of the financially stable people would have a larger net worth in either real estate or in the stock market. As an expat in Germany who doesn't know much about these things, it can be very intimidating to get started with. Worry not. In this video, I share how to invest your first 100 euros in the stock market. And in this video, I share how to get started with real estate in Germany.